بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد. Today we started Surah Fatir, and in it Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He mentions a very beautiful verse that as humans we are always trying to find different ways to make extra money. We're trying to look for investment opportunities that will maximize our profit and minimize our loss and minimize the risk that we may be taking. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He mentions three types of investment opportunities that if we were to do it, then we will never lose. Allah, He says, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ يَتْلُونَ كِتَابَ اللَّهِ وَأَقَامُوا الصَّلَاةَ وَآتَوُوا الصَّلَاةَ وَأَنْفَقُوا مِمَّا رَزَقْنَاهُمْ سِرًّا وَعَلَانِيَةً يَرْجُونَ تِجَارَةً لَنْ تَبُورَ. That indeed, listen up my brothers, these are the three investment opportunities. That those who recite the Book of Allāh and they establish the prayer and they spend in Allah's cause out of what Allah has provided for them, both secretly and publicly, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that this type of an investment, this type of a tijara, lan tabur, it will never perish. These are the three risk-free investment that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He is talking about. But unfortunately, shaitan, he wants to deceive us through the allurement of this dunya. Allah, He says in Surah Fatir, Ya ayyuhan nasu inna wa'dallahi haqq. O mankind, verily the promise of Allah, i.e. this promise that Allah is saying, these are three risk-free investment. Inna wa'dallahi haqq. Verily the promise of Allah is the true. So do not make this world deceive you. Why? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, Inna shaytana lakum aduwwun fattakhiduhu aduwwa. Indeed, shaitan is an enemy, so take him as an enemy. He only invites his people, his party, to be amongst the companions of the hellfire. Now we think that honor and glory is in things other than what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has commanded for us. And Allah, He says, Man kana yuridu al-izzah, falillahi al-izzatu jami'a, ilayhi yas'adu al-kalimu at-tayyib wal-amalu salihu yarfa'u. Whoever wants honor and he wants dignity, then to Allah belongs all honor. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in relation to this, He is telling us, Ya ayyuhan nas antumul fuqara'u ilallah. O mankind, all of you are destitute. All of you are poor in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wallahu huwal ghaniyyul hamid. And verily Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He is Al-Ghani, He is self-sufficient, and He is Al-Hamid, the praiseworthy. Then we started Surah Yasin, and we learned how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He sent three messengers. He sent two messengers, فَعَزَّزْنَا بِثَالِثٍ. And then these two messengers, Allah, He supported them with a third messenger. Allah, He sent three messengers to one particular town to call them towards the tawheed of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then, if those three people were not enough, then a fourth person, he came, and he was not a messenger. He came and he was telling the people, O my people, listen to these messengers. But his people, instead of listening to him, they refused to listen to him, as well as they went and they killed him. وَجَاءَ مِنْ أَقْصَى الْمَدِينَةِ رَجُلٌ يَسْعَى قَالَ يَا قَوْمِ اتَّبِعُوا الْمُرْسَلِينَ اتَّبِعُوا مَنْ لَا يَسْأَلُكُمْ أَجْرًا وَهُمْ مُهْتَدُونَ. What type of messengers are these? These are messengers that do not ask for any ajr. They don't ask for any compensation from you. So instead of listening to them, they went ahead and they killed him. And subhanallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He made him enter into Jannah. قِيلَ ادْخُلِ الْجَنَّةِ قَالَ يَا لَيْتَ قَوْمِي يَعْلَمُونَ. Even though he went into Jannah, what did he say? He said, oh, I wish my people knew. He is still having this gham and this hum, this worry and this concern for his people. He said, I wish that these people listened. I wish, because now I am in Jannah, I am able to see the promise of Allah. بِمَا غَفَرَ لِي رَبِّي وَجَعَلَنِي مِنَ الْمُكْرَمِينَ. That how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He forgave me and He placed me amongst those who are honorable. And then we started Surah As-Safat. In Surah As-Safat, Allah, He takes an oath by three things. وَالصَّافَاتِ صَفًّا, that by the angels, Allah, He's taking an oath, He is swearing by the angels that are in the saf, in rows, because the angels, they are worshipping Allah not haphazardly. Some people in the back, some people in the front, some people to the right. No, they worship Allah in a disciplined way, in a straight line. Some of them are standing until the day of judgment. Some of them are in ruku' until the day of judgment. Some of them are in sajda until the day of judgment. Allah, He's taking an oath. وَالصَّافَّاتِ صَفًّا, I swear by those angels that are in proper saf, in proper rows. فَالزَّاجِرَاتِ زَجْرًا, and then he's taking an oath by the angels of the clouds. فَالتَّالِيَاتِ ذِكْرًا, he's taking an oath by the angels who bring down the revelation, the book, to all of the messengers from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What is Jawabul Qasam? Inna ilahakum lawahid. Verily, this is two tawqid in here. Inna harfu tawqid, lam ma'al fatha harfu tawqid. Inna ilahakum lawahid. Verily, your ilah, your object of worship is one Allah. And then Allah, He says, what kind of ilah is this? Rabbus samawati wal ardi wa ma baynahuma wa rabbul mashariq. The ilah, the Lord of the heavens and the earth, and whatever is in between them, and the Lord of the sunrise. Then Allah, He mentions to us the regret of the disbelievers for following their leaders. Their excuse is not going to hold up. We mentioned in Surah Yasin how the people, they listened to their leaders and they went ahead and even killed that fourth individual, calling his people to listen to the three messengers. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He's telling us what is their end result in Surah As-Safat. وَإِذَا ذُكِّرُوا لَا يَذْكُرُونَ, and when they are reminded, they don't remember. وَإِذَا رَأَوْا آيَةً يَسْتَسْخِرُونَ, instead of being reminded, they take the verses of Allah and they ridicule it. They make a mockery of it. وَقَالُوا إِنْ هَذَا إِلَّا سِحْرٌ مُبِينٌ, and they say, this is nothing except magic. أَإِذَا مِتْنَا وَكُنَّا تُرَابًا وَعِظَامًا أَإِنَّا لَمَبْعُوثُونَ. What if we died? Do you think that if we were to die and we become dust, if we were to die and then we became dust, then are we going to be resurrected again? Surah Yasin ended with this. أَوَلَمْ يَرَوْا أَنَّا خَلَقْنَا لَهُم مِّمَّا عَمِلُوا أَوَلَمْ يَرَى الْإِنسَانُ أَنَّا خَلَقْنَاهُ مِن نُطْفَةٍ فَإِذَا هُوَ خَصِيمٌ مُّبِينٌ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He's in Surah As-Safat, He's also giving the answer to what the people, the mushrikeen of Makkah came to the Prophet ﷺ, that do you think that if we were to look, one Walid ibn Mughira, he came to the Prophet ﷺ, he had a bone, he crushed it and he blew it. He said, Ya Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, do you think that after we become bones and we become dust, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to resurrect us? And over here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He's saying again about the mushrikeen, about the kuffar. أَإِذَا مِتْنَا وَكُنَّا تُرَابًا وَعِظَامًا أَإِنَّا لَمَبْعُوثُونَ أَوَ آبَاؤُنَا الْأَوَّلُونَ. Are we going to be resurrected just like our forefathers? And look at what Allah, He's saying, قُلْ نَعَمْ وَأَنْتُمْ دَاخِرُونَ. Yes, and you will be rendered, you will be resurrected. وَقَالُوا يَا وَيْلَنَا هَذَا يَوْمُ الدِّينِ. And when they are resurrected, what are they going to say? Oh, woe to us. They are going to be cursing each other, themselves. This is the day of recompense. هَذَا يَوْمُ الْفَصْلِ الَّذِي كُنْتُمْ بِهِ تُكَذِّبُونَ. They will be told, this is the day of judgment which you used to deny. وَقِفُوهُمْ إِنَّهُمْ مَسْئُولُونَ. Stop them, indeed they need to be questioned. مَا لَكُمْ لَا تَنَاصَرُونَ. They will not have anyone to help them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He's saying, what is wrong with you? Where are the people that you used to go and that you used to depend on, that they are going to help you? وَأَقْبَلَ بَعْضُهُمْ عَلَى بَعْضٍ يَتَسَاءَلُونَ. And then they are going to, these ظالمون, these kafirun, they are going to now be facing one another on a day of judgment, and they are going to be blaming each other. قَالُوا إِنَّكُمْ كُنْتُمْ تَأْتُونَنَا عَنِ الْيَمِينِ. They will say, it was you who came to me from my right side. Meaning, you used to come to me from my right side, and you used to beautify for us every evil, and you used to tell us, Kuffar, Kufr is the way to go. Secularism is the way to go. فصل الدين عن الحياة وعن السياسة is the way to go. And then قالوا بل لم تكونوا مؤمنين. The oppressors, the ظالمون, they will say, rather you yourselves were not believers. So even though they go to the leaders and they say, it was you who came to us and deceived us, what are the leaders going to say? They're going to wash their hands off of them. They say, قالوا بل لم تكونوا مؤمنين. Actually, you guys were kuffar yourselves deeply inside. You were the people that never believed in the beginning. وَمَا كَانَ لَنَا عَلَيْكُمْ مِنْ سُلْطَانٍ بَلْ كُنْتُمْ قَوْمًا طَاغِينَ. That we had no authority over you, rather you were a transgressing individual, transgressing people. And then Allah, He says, فَإِنَّهُمْ يَوْمَئِذٍ فِي الْعَذَابِ مُشْتَرِكُونَ. That in this day, all of you, the leaders and the followers, because the followers, didn't you have critical thinking? Didn't you have your own mind? Didn't you have your own way of contemplating? Hey, you know what? Maybe the messengers, they do have a point. Maybe they are right. Look at all of these signs that they are bringing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Didn't you ask this to yourself? Guess what? Both of you, leaders and followers, you are going to be having a share and a taste of the punishment. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us from amongst Ashabul Yameen. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala never allow us to commit kufr or shirk and any defiant disobedience towards Him. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive us for all of our major and minor sins and accept from us all of our good deeds in His purest form. Subhanakallahumma bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.